Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. This is for Tyler Perry's Sistas season something, episode something else, The Good Fight. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. We're just gonna jump right into the episode because it's already late. So yeah. So we see Jordan and Andi. They're at Andi's home, in the bed, and the news comes on, and we see that Jordan's accuser, his false accuser, actually cleared his name. And we know that Jordan is innocent. So that storyline was short-lived and that's over and done with. Thank goodness. Meanwhile, Zac is over at Zatima's house complaining about his expenses. And he's like, look, I need to get my money up. I don't know what Zac's been doing. Like, I know he's mentioned something about investments, and that's why he called Gary. And Gary did not answer the phone. But other than that, I don't know what else he's doing. Like, he's going to have to start doing something else to bring in income or do something with his money because that money that he got is running out rather quickly. And then he even asked Fatima, like, wait, how much is your school going to cost me? She like, and I can handle it myself. After everything he done put her through, I'm going to be like, it's this amount. Okay. And I'll let you know where you can pay it. Excuse me. We see Pam. Her hair care clients are calling because they need their edge treatment. Okay. Then Karen's getting upset. She's like, look, you gonna try to get me fined. I could get a potential lawsuit. If you want to sell your hair care, you need to do it legit. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's just always Karen's delivery. Like, she's always so snappy at Pam. But Pam, you got to stop trying to sell your stuff illegally out of Karen's shop. She already still paying for not having insurance. So then Karen gets a call from her doctor's office. They saying she needs to come in. If it ain't the DNA test, I don't want it. If it don't got nothing to do with the DNA results, I don't care anymore. Like, enough. Y'all have dragged this on for seasons. Like, we are tired. It's not even interesting no more. So Sabrina met with her boss, India. We know she was trying to go for the branch manager position. Lord, I can't talk. And her boss said that an employee suggested concerns with Sabrina's leadership. And we know that employee was more than likely that clear woman Paige who's trying to get the same job. And I don't even know why India would even bring this up. Like, And Sabrina was like, I don't understand. I mean, I'm the first one here, the last to leave. I put in all this work. I've been putting in all this work. And India was like, well, we just want to take everyone in consideration. Like, you should understand. And Sabrina was like, I don't. It's BS. I don't understand. Like, this is a joke. Like, I put in my blood, sweat, tears, everything into this company. I took on the shame when I was innocent and falsely accused. You gave me my job back, but that was owed to me because I didn't do anything. So yeah, it's BS. And I appreciated Sabrina standing up for herself. She felt good that she stood up to her, but she like, dang, like she don't know she gonna lose her job. And it was like, I'll let you know. I feel like if nothing else, you need to make sure these people respect you. She should get it off the strength. She shouldn't even be fighting for this job. I thought she was a branch manager before. Then they demoted her. She should have came back as the manager. But at the law firm, Miss Marie, the billionaire, comes barging in and calls Andi out for being loose. She said, I heard you was a loosey-goosey. And she's like, I mean, I ain't judging, I had some men's back in my day as well, but your professionalism, like, you loose in the workspace, and that's the problem. Andi was like, I can prove to you that I'm professional. Girl, you was loose in the workplace. Like, girl, be loose, fast, and free in your personal life on your downtime. But Miss Marie was like, look, you got the job alongside a co-counsel. And then I was like, and she was like, she heard there's a gentleman she should be working with. And I thought it was Hayden, but Hayden was lurking around corners, talking to Miss Marie. She like, I know who you are. So I don't know if it's him or not. We're going to find out. So Dani's at Rich Smoothie Bar with Tony's bad kids. And I say they bad because they didn't try to finesse her out of Braves tickets, all this stuff. They trying to play her. And Dani giving into it. She even gave the girl her necklace. And she told Tony, like, look, you don't have to pay for extra therapy sessions because this is a lot. Dani must really, really like him because I would have been like, no, this ain't going to work, okay? See, it's harder with older kids. I feel like younger kids are a little easier. Like the older ones, they was texting each other, laughing about her in her face. Like, ooh, it's homie, get your kids. So Zac comes to Gary's office demanding his investment money back. He like, where is my money? I've been calling you, and I see you like to answer the phone because Gary was on his phone, but you ignoring my calls. Gary was like, look, the money's in lockup. Y'all know he under that FBI investigation. Zac was like, I don't want to hear it. Run me my money. Take it out your personal account for all I care. And he ended up going off on Gary, punched Gary in the face. So they going back and forth. And Gary pulled out the strap because Zac was like, you know what? I should pow you right now. Gary pulled out his strap and told Zac to do it then. But he was like, but your kids will be fatherless, just like their daddy. I said, oh, Lord. So Zac ended up taking the bullets out. And he was like, you're not even worth it. And that's right when Penelope walks in. And I'm like, girl, why are you here? Didn't Andi tell you to go into witness protection? You don't listen. So Pam showed up to Andi's law firm. Everybody could just walk in there at any given time. I'm tired of it. So she explained that her hair care products, she explained what they are. And she was like, Andi, you might need some because your edges. Andi was like, ooh. So Pam wants to hire Andi, and Andi was like, listen, when are y'all going to understand that I'm a divorce attorney? Well, you was representing everybody else, so, I mean, who knew? But she was like, look, I got somebody else that can help you, but let's talk about it outside of here, okay? Zac comes home, and he tells Fatima he went to see Gary. Fatima offered to have her cousin, Madam, handle it, but Zac declined because he's like, I need to get my money first. I don't want her getting involved, and then I ain't never going to see the money. So the FedEx guy's still lingering around Karen's shop. I don't understand his purpose. Like, if we're not going, she's pregnant. Like, let her be single. Goodness. Maurice meets with his new boy toy, and his potential boo, they outside like at a club or something. They meet, like, I don't understand why they just couldn't meet at a restaurant. Like, they meet at the oddest places. Like, how are we having deep conversation at the club? But anywho, his new boy toy was like, look, I don't know about jumping into a serious relationship right off the bat. I've been burned in the past, but for the right person, I'll do it. Right when he's saying that, as soon as he said it, one of Maurice's fans walked up and was like, oh, you, whatever his name is on there. He was like, yeah, I got to get a picture with you. That thing you did last night on that live with that pickle. And Maurice, it was all over his face. Because remember last week, Maurice said that he wasn't going to do it anymore. And he lied. And with that good money he was getting, he should have just been honest and just said, no, I ain't going to stop doing it. But so this relationship might be a done deal, honey. We see a back and forth between, it was Sabrina, Andi, and Dani. They were at Sabrina's place eating off a charcuterie board. And then their men, Jordan, Rich, and Tony, were at Jordan's place, I believe. So the guys were talking about the girls were talking about the guys. They're discussing them, saying basically everyone thinks everything's going well, and they're all happy, except for Dani. She complained about her future stepkids. Sabrina, though, what are you happy about, girl? Let that man go. Why are you doing all this IVF and all this nonsense with this man that don't want kids? I don't understand why this is still carrying on. But Karen arrives. Of course, she need real food because some cheese and crackers ain't going to cut it. She carrying 2 kids. Sabrina is concerned, though, that she may have lost her job. She tells him she stood up for herself. And it was like, good for you, girl. Finally. You should have been stood up to her. That's why they walk all over her. Now, Maurice, we go back to seeing him. He with his homeboy, the bartender, and the man is nowhere to be found. Maurice, you either got to let that job go and just get on Indeed and look for some new employment elsewhere, or you want to keep OnlyFans and just stay single. So then we get to what I've been waiting on episode to see, aside from the DNA results, and that's Penelope. She up there, she gonna confront Gary. She was sitting there all day till it got dark. Like, girl, it took you all day to talk about this. And she brings up his prom date from the information that Andi told her. Like, girl, why would you go to the source? She had the picture of the prom date and everything, and talking about what happened to Tiffany. And he like, look, I didn't have nothing to do with it, but I'm not the one you want to play with, okay? I'm not the one or the two. You want to mess around and find out. Penelope, you already have all the information you need to know how terrible of a guy Gary is. You don't need nothing else. But she insisted, and she's like, oh, yeah, egging it on. What you going to do to me? Because he's like, get out of here. Get the F out of here. And she's like, what you going to do? You going to do me like you did Tiffany? And then he pushed her on the ground, the hard floor, so hard that her stomach started bleeding. Now, I don't hear about people tossing themselves down steps and everything, and I ain't hear nothing about no stomachs bleeding. So that must have been, oof, got to be some kind of monster to do that with your child in there. But I don't know. I blame her, because if you think that he is the type of person that will off somebody, why would you go and then be like, what you gonna do? You gonna do me like that? Girl, yeah, he might. So last thing we seen was her laying on the floor bleeding and him just standing there looking. And we don't know what he gonna do to her after this. He already put himself on a life insurance policy, and he did it for a reason. Y'all let me know what y'all think is gonna happen next down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.